Everybody's always after the shortest trading strategies possible. So today's video, I'm going to bring you the 1-minute trading strategy that you can apply to crypto and specifically meme coins like I'm going to be showing you in today's video. You only need a handful of indicators, and I'll be using basic websites like Deck Screener, Axiom, and I'll also use the TradeWiz extension a little bit later on in the video. Not going to waste any more time. Smash the like and subscribe. Let's jump straight into it. Here I'll use Deck Screener to begin. It's basically their trading view chart, what you're looking at here. And now we'll need two specific indicators for today's video. So we are going to need the EMA, moving average exponential. That's this orange line on the chart right here. Once you have it on your chart, you can click here on the settings. You will want to set the length to 20, regardless of the time frame that you're looking at. Like right now, we're on the 4-hour, but we're there for a specific reason. Let's get to that in a second. So we're using the EMA on the 20, and I've just changed it to an orange line. Yours might be blue to begin with. And then we want the relative strength index. So the same, come over, type RSI, add the relative strength index. And with this specific indicator, you won't need to change anything. The default is absolutely perfect. So to actually trade this strategy, you will want larger cap meme coins. So for this one, I am trading BERT, which is a newer meme coin, but you can see its overall market cap, 76, nearly 77 million. So it's a larger cap meme coin. This will still work on small cap meme coins, but it's not going to be as effective. This is going to be the most effective on larger cap meme coins, coins that are well established. Let's say Fartcoin, Pengu, even something like Uranus, which is a recent coin, but it's still, multiple tens of millions in market cap. Let's take a second out of today's video to learn about OnmiCrypto. They analyze more than 20,000 crypto influencers, measuring their real impact and giving you the signal detections you need to catch the biggest alpha in crypto. Not only that, directly on the OnmiCrypto dashboard, we can see all of the latest alpha opportunities. Here we can see staking opportunities, airdrop opportunities, everything available right now. And we can filter through all of the trending, all of the hottest alpha in crypto. Here in the project dashboard, they consolidate a lot of information on all of these top crypto projects, like their team funding, all their mentions, and direct access to their X accounts and websites. My favorite part about OnmiCrypto is you can click on any project. It will then show all the information that we need. And we also have direct links to their website, Twitter. My favorite is the smart followers. We're able to see the smartest followers following the project, top team projects in general. So we're getting information from the top influencers across X. We're even able to dive into specific people's X accounts, all of the biggest influencers like Michael Saylor, and we're able to track everything in real time to stay on top of the latest crypto news. Right now, OnmiCrypto has given you, my audience, 20 free premium trial spots, which means you'll get 30 days free access to all of the premium features of OnmiCrypto, which is actually worth $99 each. So that's nearly $2,000 in value back to you. You'll be able to claim that with the invite code in this video, or you can contact the team directly. Plus, with their Chrome extension add-on, we can get all of the best crypto alpha in seconds. Why OnmiCrypto matters? It avoids information overload to just give you the best pieces of information you need to see today. You can spot early stage gems, gain real insights as early as possible and before the main crowd, plus turn alpha signals into real strategies. Thanks for OnmiCrypto for sponsoring today's video. Let's jump back into it. So now that we've got that out the way and we're trading those larger meme cap coins, we first want to begin by looking at the 4-hour time frame. Now you might say, John, today's video is a 1-minute time frame, but yes, looking at the 4-hour time frame and having this 20 exponential moving average on the chart, you only ever want to trade in the current slope of the EMA. You might ask, how do I know what the slope is? Well, there's only two ways to determine that. The slope of the EMA can either be down and to the right or up and to the right. This is a negative sloped EMA, which means we only ever want to look for shorts in this market, and a short meaning we expect lower prices. In comparison, when we have a positive EMA right here, that means we only expect higher prices, we have a positive slope, and we look for long. So that's the type of trade that we're looking for. We're looking for a positive slope on the 4-hourly EMA. Once we have that positive slope on the EMA, I now know that the medium to long-term trend is expecting higher prices. So now when I move down to my shorter term time frame, I know that the longer term trend has the highest probability of taking longs. So I can now use my specific 1-minute trading strategy to look for longs in this market. Okay, and now let's move into the 1-minute strategy itself. So now on the 1-minute time frame, we know we only want to be looking for longs in the market. So I want to be waiting for specific points where we're getting strong sell-offs, but the RSI indicator on the short 1-minute time frame is now signaling to me that I want to be looking for longs. And right here, we did get a major signal, which I'm going to break down for you. So scrolling in onto the chart, obviously we were in a massive uptrend. Even just on the 1-minute chart, prices were up nearly 20% in a super short amount of time. And obviously, after we have a massive uptrend, people are going to sell off. They're up 20, 30, 100% on their position. So they're going to be getting rid of their position. And overall, that's going to push prices down. But as we saw, the 4-hour time frame is signaling long-term higher prices. What I'm looking for is a first initial push where price goes below into the oversold region of the RSI. Now we have two regions on the RSI. We have the overbought region and the oversold region. We're looking for price to come into the oversold region and then make a bullish divergence. Now, what does a bullish divergence mean? So you can see here, we first initially got this slight little push into the RSI oversold region. Then here we got bullish divergence because this is where we got the initial push down into oversold. Then price actually made a lower low, but the overall indicator made a higher low in price. This is now showing the underlying signal that price is looking to continue in the long-term trend, and we should look to enter in on this 1-minute time frame for a quick burst to the upside. And even in just a super short amount of time, just from this entry here, we got a move nearly 4%, and even nearly 10% to the upside this is just the 1 minute time frame. So this period through here is basically like 30 minutes. So in a 30-minute time frame, or a 1 hour time frame, we got a very, very strong push that we could have capitalized on here. And it still looks like we're continuing. We're actually making that nice staircase pattern. We've made another higher low, and it looks like we're continuing that pattern to the upside. So what we're now looking for in our next trade is this continuation to the upside, which is always going to happen, but we want to be waiting for depressed prices. We don't want to be buying high in this region when price is well above the EMA. We'd rather wait for a quick little dip where we can save 4, even 5% on our trade, and then look for the continuation, because we actually got the complete opposite. I just showed you bullish divergence. Here we had bearish divergence. We see the RSI actually spiked up into the overbought region for the first time in a while. Then we can see the correlation of price right here. We then made a high in price, but look at this. We made a lower high in the RSI, which shows, see how price pushed higher, but the overall relative strength behind this push was actually less, shows less momentum, and that's where we got that really quick 4 to 5% jump to the downside. So just quickly here in this little example, you're actually seeing multiple versions of this RSI divergence. We're seeing bullish, we're seeing bearish divergence. But again, the best way to take advantage of this trade, rather than looking for bearish divergence like I just showed you, it's still a possible trade, but we want to be trading with the long-term trend. As we saw, we want to be trading with the long-term EMA. It's just going to increase our probability of success and make trading a much easier game than trying to play against the trend. It really doesn't make sense unless you're literally looking for 2 to 5 minute trades. So there's my 1 minute crypto trading strategy that you can use on meme coins specifically, but actually all across the crypto market. I'm going to dive further into my strategy and show you another look at how I take advantage of meme coins and crypto in the short term. If you have enjoyed the video, smash the like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.